Are we live? Maybe we're live. I don't know if we're live. Somebody tell me if we're live. Think we're live. Looks like we're live. So, what I decided to do to entertain some of you guys today, it's because I'm the best trader on YouTube. As we've already established, I'm the best trader on YouTube. I just finished a cryptocurrency call with my boys in 10K Fast Track. I am also filming another video. So editor, if you want to put this in, we're now officially live. And our goal is, on this video, is to turn. I have £10. Okay? I don't know if the camera can see this. I'm in a hotel right now. I have £10. I would need to turn my £10 into £30. Okay? I have a cooking station behind me. Tesco's prices have went up massively since I've been in the UK. Okay? Absolute disgusting prices of chicken and rice. Can't even afford the steaks anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to leverage our tits out live on camera at not the right times I like to trade to be able to buy dinner tonight because I refuse to pay the prices in this hotel. It's £65 for a measly 250 grams of steak. And it's one of these places where you'll have to tip or you'll feel bad. So, what we've decided to do is we only need £20 in trading. And I'm going to take this as seriously as I can in the wrong time frame. And we're going to give it our best shot. We're going to give it our best shot. Just to show you that even on times I don't want to trade, I'm going to trade. So, let's jump into exactly what we do. We look at the minute candle chart and we look at our assets, if we're going long, if we're going short, yada, yada, yada. And we'll go from there if we can get some entries in. We might go a little bit higher dollar value today just for fun to get this done and dusted with. I'm going to try and do this in 30 minutes, although it's going to be difficult. I'm going to do this. I am going to do this live in front of you on camera, hopefully. Nice. Yeah, that's the goal. So where are we at? Bitcoin is currently a nice little wedge here. There is going to be an issue with volume, I'm guessing, but we're going to give it our best shot. We're going to give it our absolute best shot on Bitcoin, Ethereum. It's the weekend. I know, but I only have, if you watch the start of this stream, you'll understand my predicaments. I just finished a live call with my boys in my group, and we are going to try and make food, which is, we only need £30. We have 10. For a bit of fun, after I finish my call, so I'm waiting for some people to come back to the hotel, I'm going to live day trade. Do you think Altseason happened already, 2024, 2025 on Solana? I'll answer that in a second. I'll answer that in a brief, maybe minute. I like Ethereum at this price. I like Ethereum. Short or dashers decat right now. I will look at that in a second, but you guys already know, if you are familiar with these streams, we only stick to our assets, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and SUI. ADA, we cut ADA. We cut ADA just because we cut it. It wasn't projecting what we hoped for. So I am filming another video on the side here. I'm going to cut this right now because I don't want to be talking for fucking ever and give my editor a hard time. But yeah, we're going to see if we can get some longs in here. There is no volume. But we will come in with $3,000 on a 20x long on Ethereum, and we will come and make our $20. Okay, we've just entered a trade on Ethereum. Again, I would like to do Bitcoin first, but we're going to have to see where it's at. So let's answer those questions. Question number 1. Do you think Altseason happened already in 2024 and 2025? So Altseason for some coins definitely happened. The harsh reality, what I'm going to say right now, is altcoin season, although it's not an altcoin, we had a Bitcoin run. Okay, Bitcoin went from $16,000 to 125, 126, right? That happened in real time. The issue is, like most of us, we were in altcoins. where we expected our altcoins to have a 2021 and a 2017 run. And for most of us, although there was runs along the way, XRP went, Solana definitely went, ADA, I don't know, HBAR definitely went, but these coins didn't hit their previous runs or destroy their previous runs, like a 2x, 3x multiplier like we'd expect. So we have those issues. Now, I do think 26 is going to tell a different story, but let's get 2025 out the way first, and we'll look at 2026, January, February, March, April, May, June. We'll look, and we'll see what's there. We'll see what's there. But yeah, to answer your question, I think Altseason happened. Oh, you're talking about Solana. Well, Solana did well, but it didn't get to what we hoped for. Okay? Of the 5, 6, 7. Call me crazy right now, but those price predictions on Solana weren't crazy when we got to the 250 again. They were not crazy at all. So that's what I hoped for, man. And we didn't get it. We've now just lost Ethereum support. What a good start. We come to here to make $20 and we're down $20. But as we know, the market can change so fast. Speaking of Solana, yeah, I mean, you're at 123 right now. 1, 2, 3. It's kind of funny. Yeah, you're nowhere what we expected, man. You're nowhere what we expected. But it doesn't mean it's dusted, man. It doesn't mean it's dusted. It means that you are going to have to wait a little bit longer. You're going to be forced to sell. Do you want to sell? Do you want to hold a little bit longer? Do you want to use DeFi pools? Do you want to trade? What do you want to do? If you don't mind holding, hold. I do think you'll see Solana get its run. But it didn't happen in 24 and 25. Now, the caveat to that is depends when you bought, because you can look at Solana and count 2024 and 2025 for what it's worth, because I can give you prices. I mean, 23 is when you really should have bought, but 2024 early enough, you had a $85 to 240. It's not cryptocurrency return great, but it's still 34x. So depends what you got in it. We barely broke its all-time high, if you want to count it. Barely broke it. So we did not get what we expected, and that was 456. Now 456 is fucking, we would wish for that. 456 was like, yeah, it should happen. If we go back to 24 and 25, we're on track to greatness, especially back here when I thought we were just going to keep going, but we never. And obviously we're here right now at 123. So what do you want to do? I'm losing my gains. Thanks, bro. Thanks, brother. Nah, I'm on a big diet right now. I'm not really focused on building muscle. So, am I losing my gains? Am I losing my gains? Yes, I'm so small. But I'm lean. I'm only eating once per day. I'm losing my gains. I mean, I'm just losing my gains. I'm not going to lie. I'm losing my gains. But it's hard to be fucking 97, 98, touching 100 kilograms all the time and feel good. At least for me. I don't feel good at that weight. Okay, Solana's way oversold here. Again, there's no volume. We knew there was going to be no volume starting the stream. Like, we 100% knew that was going to happen. But we will still try and come in here and do some damage. Although the limited damage is fucking very fucking limited right now. I'll tell you that right now. But we will try to do our best. And that's all you can do. All you can do is do your best. Solana's kind of respected these kind of lows here, although it's not much in terms of gains. I'd rather get a Bitcoin trade on, to be honest, but we don't see that right now. So I'm either thinking about doubling up on my Ethereum trade, as in Bitcoin and Solana. I just want to see Solana just chill the fuck out. Solana's so far gone, bro. So far gone. Give me that. 3K, long. Again, issue is no volume. Portfolio is still the portfolio is interesting right now. It touches 800 and it goes back to 790 all the time now. Seems to be what it's respecting. So my portfolio is respecting 790 to 800k, which is I'm kind of okay with. I'm okay with that. It was hard to accept when we went from 1.3 to 800k, like almost 90 days ago now, pretty much approaching that. It was hard to realize that was the reality, that this just wasn't going to be just a quick buy back up. I've lost 500k on paper. Like that's where it's been for months and months now, and it looks like it's going to chill there for even longer, potentially go even less. I'll start to panic if this portfolio goes down to 500k, 550, 600k. If that is a reality, yeah, you might see a different side of me on YouTube compared to the chill version that just puts $3,000 trades on 20x leverage that doesn't even give a fuck to try and make £20. You're going to see a different side of me for sure, but right now you're not going to see. Looking good, appreciate you. You're not going to see a tense and nervous Jake right now. You're not going to see that. You will see that if you get to the 600s, the 650s. But really the 5, if I see a 5 here, you're going to see that. You're 100% going to see that. But right now, I've been here long enough. I've been in this game long enough where I just know this is part of the game. And there's nothing you can do about it bar hodl if you are hodling. There's literally nothing you can do. Like, actually nothing. And once you accept that, you're fine. We're going lower. Well, maybe, but I just long the market. And again, I don't expect much, but we're going to see what we can do. So hopefully everybody had a good Christmas. You know what I hate about Christmas? Not that I hate Christmas, but it's like Christmas closes everything, and I need the shops to be open. Like I just like the routine with the gym, the shops. So we just passed the fucking bullshit shops. We're now in the UK especially, everything's starting to open. But in 3 days, 4 days now, we go back. We almost get hit twice. We get hit twice with bullshit. And then everything closes again. Then we have to wait another couple of days. So it's like, just give us it once. Or at least just give us it once for a few days. It's like we close, we open, we close again. It's like you get hit twice if you have a routine. So I hate that shit. Still holding, GG. I hate that shit. I hate when shit closes and you don't know it's closed. And then you have to just structure your whole fucking routine. Just with the gym, bro. The gym, it's just like, I signed up to Pure Gym. And as far as I'm aware, Pure Gym is 24/7 access, where they don't even have staff on most of the time. But on Christmas Day, call me crazy if you want to work out on Christmas Day. Fuck's sake. It's when you should be working out, when you eat all that bullshit, especially that I ate. I can't even go to my 24-hour gym with my key card that I should be allowed to go to. Why does my key card not work? It shouldn't not work. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. There's no reason why it shouldn't work. It just fucking drives me insane. Just this fucking UK shit. Just open, close, open, close. Just fucking tell me if I sign up for a gym and you tell me on the website that it's open, but then I pull up, I drive all this way in my car. No, in a good car. Just to close. And then I try and get even water. And the shops are just closed. And then you open it up, right? We're open right now. 3 more days and then you give me the same bullshit. It's just another day. We do not need shops to close. Okay? I'll work in the gym if I can just at least train. I'll do the 8-hour shift. Just let me train. Let me eat some fucking food, bro. My DJI is going to die. What a good start. What a good start to this trade. Our whole goal was to make fucking £20 so I could buy some food. That Tesco will probably just close at 6 p.m. for whatever reason. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Still holding. When are you going back to Thailand? So, it's you, Tanner. When are you coming to Thailand? I should be asking you. When am I coming back to Thailand? So me and Parker are hosting. And this is not going to be anybody. Nobody should buy this. Like, this is just what we were doing. So I'm coming back to Thailand. Parker decided he wanted to do a Koh Samui Mastermind, which is sick, February 19th to February 21st. But I believe he is coming on February 6th. He might come to the UK first and we will go together. So I'll be back in Thailand in 1 month from now. And then I'll be in Vegas with my other group, which is this group, but the other part of the group, for another event, which will be cool. So I'll be in Thailand for at least 2 months. My goal is to sell Parker to fucking quit his job, which he's already making more with his cryptocurrency portfolio, And it's just that last step. He just needs to see a little bit more month consistency. A few months, sick. He'll just need to see a little bit more few months with his portfolio until he can break free from that fucking job. And once he can do that, it's fucking GG. But he needs a couple more months. So a couple more months is February. He's going to taste that Thailand fucking sea, sun, whatever. And hopefully he's going to be GG, done from the job. He's on his fucking entrepreneur cryptocurrency journey. We'll see. But that's when I'll be back. It should be fun. Because UK, I've been here 2-3 days now, maybe longer, I can't even remember. I picked up the highest dopamine thing in the world, a Lamborghini Urus maxed out Mansory kit. And I'm still fucking depressed with the weather. The highest dopamine thing you could have given the younger version of Jake Gordon. And I've already hit peak dopamine and it's already fucking massively down just because I couldn't go to the gym. Can you believe that? You were to tell the fucking 19-year-old version of me that story. That you're getting a Mansory Urus kit and you're going to be depressed the next day because of the gym, he would have laughed at you. My brother made 15k last month trading. GG, he broke away from 9 to 5. There you go, I've been training him up. Imagine, his brother made 15k a month trading. And we can't even turn £10 into £30 to afford food. Don't buy my course. Don't buy my free course. Buy his free course. All the Urus looks insane though. Imagine you're in fucking somewhere in Glasgow. You have an AP. You have a BMW M4. Wow. And then you have a maxed out Urus. And you're still depressed. I promise you, money's not the answer. Freedom's the answer. It's just cool to have, but I could not give a fuck. I'm so sick of driving that thing and everybody wants to stop. It sounds cool, but it's not. It gets old pretty fast. But it is fucking still decent. Gym at home. I don't like the gym at home, man. I like other people. I just don't like the quiet. And I don't even have any gym. I don't know. I like other people that are motivating you. I like the environment. I just like it. I'm maxed out Glasgow. I maxed out everything. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it was a nice thing to do. Just to tick that fucking teenager fucking dream of mine. It was going to be a hurricane, but when I seen this hold on, we're starting to pump right now. When I ticked that box off, it's like, okay, now what? As soon as I bought it, I was like, okay, now what? I was already thinking about the next thing, which is probably a bad mentality to have. But that's where I was at. So we'll see what happens. The goal is to quit the 9. Yeah, exactly. So like once you quit that 9 to 5 job, bro, that's the main thing. That's the main thing you should do. And then if you can just quit that 9 to 5 job, whatever it is, if it's crypto, if it's e-com, if it's online sales, if it's trading, whatever it is, and you can comfortably say, okay, I'm actually making a stable income from my laptop, and you can travel the world, which would be financial freedom. I think that's way better than a fucking Urus, right? Way better than a fucking Urus. Oh, look, we're $2 in profit. Let's fucking go to Tesco. We've already lost more with the fees. That's way better than Urus. Like, most people can't even imagine doing that. If you just gave that to most people, they'll take that every single fucking day rather than a fucking stupid fucking maxed out Lamborghini fucking SUV. That's ridiculous. Like, just take the 9 to 5 job off first, or just get it cut in half. Just get that 9 to 5 job cut in half. If you can go from a 40-hour a week job to a 20-hour a week or whatever you guys, I don't even know anymore. It's been so long since I had a fucking job. If you can just do that, I promise you, it'll take so much stress off you. And if you can get fully out that and you can make something that you like to do, the key thing is like to do. You don't want to be forced to do crypto if you don't fucking like crypto. You don't want to be forced to do live streams if you don't like live streams, because then it doesn't matter how much they pay you. I always say the analogy of like a doctor. Like, let's say I don't know how much a doctor makes, but let's just say if he's making 10k, 20k per month, which I think most doctors, like high surgeons, do eventually, especially orthodontists. Like, I fucking paid my fucking orthodontist fucking $10,000 for fucking little fucking tiny pieces of teeth, pieces of white shit, right? They must make bank. But I would argue that 20k a month doctor, you give me 5k a month and doing something I like that I can just pick up my laptop, just 5k. I have the potential to grow it, but you just give me 5k. I would take that 5k over 20k of that fucking 7 till 7, which is really a 9 to 5, but it's actually a 7 to 7 by the time you wake up, go to sleep. I would rather take that fucking 1/5 or 1/4 5K to 20K over that doctor's salary. Even if I couldn't scale it yet, I don't care. As long as I can just quit that job and have that freedom and just not have to pull up to some boss or listen to some fucking patient tell me how bad I made their teeth. Fuck that. Fuck that. But it just depends what you like. Okay, that's probably the only analogy you could use, because normal jobs, 9 to 5s, they don't pay anywhere close to 20K, 10K a month. Only people can use that analogy of the doctors and the fucking surgeons. Every other thing you can't use. Maybe a fucking car dealership guy that's selling high luxury vehicles, maybe. But most stuff, we're talking about, most people are working construction, they're working Tesco, they're working Walmart. I don't know in your country, but in my country, it's either shops, it's offices, it's like accountants, it's like, that's where you're kind of at. That's it. That's it. So give me the online thing anytime. The goal is to quit 9 to 5. You can get it done in 2026. If you never did it in 2025, why don't you try in 2026? There's no reason why you can't do it in 2026. But you're not going to do it in 2026 if you did the same thing in 2025 and nothing happened. If you took 365 days and nothing changed, you have to do something else in 2026. Okay, because it's enough time to realize if something works. $2 super chat, Flare price prediction. Is that like XRP spinoff? I always get confused with this one. Maybe it is. I think it was an airdrop or something. I don't know, bro. Like, I appreciate the $2. I know a lot of people always talk about Flare back. I'll give you a quick story. When I was in Celsius and got absolutely wrecked, before I got wrecked, a lot of people were talking about Flare with XRP and a lot of people liked it. But the volume is decent. The market cap is, I'll get to that question in a second. The market cap is low enough where you could make some money. The chart is just kind of lower lows. This is on CoinMarketCap. It's obviously not exact. If I'm looking at the right coin, which I think I am. The mission, etc., blockchain for data. That's cute. That's nice. Website visitors, which I always like to check. A lot of people on this. That's a good tick. I don't have a price prediction. I can't do that. I just can't, because it's not something like Bitcoin where I could just give a reasonable guess. What price did you get in? What are you looking to make out of it? I think if you're buying now and you did like it, well, that would be a good thing, because you're not buying the fucking local tops and getting absolute wrecked. Can't go much lower, right? It can go lower, but it can't go much lower compared to here. You've already took, it's like that Urus I bought, right? Oh, it wasn't brand new, but still fucking a lot of money, okay? Multiple 6 figures. It's like if you buy a brand new car, as soon as you take it off the lot, people say you lose like 10, 20%, which is like sometimes $50,000 of these supercar prices. Like, you've already lost the fucking depreciation of this coin so much. So it can't get much worse. So it's almost like you're buying a car, but you've like researched the brand. It's like old enough, but it's not too old. So it's like most of the depreciation have gone. It can still go down lower, but there's a lot of upside. Not in a car, in the coin, if that makes sense. That's what I would say. Bro, in my opinion. If you were giving me a H-bar prediction, I could give you one. Doesn't mean it'll be right, but I just know a lot more about that than Flare. So hopefully you appreciate that. And I appreciate your $2. And maybe I'll spend that towards the losses that I'm taking live on camera. Do you think Bitcoin and crypto will rally back up anytime soon? Not anytime soon, but depends what anytime soon means. If that's 60 days, 90 days, like Bobby thinks Q1, Q2, that's not anytime soon for crypto. That's anytime. That's fucking fast as fuck for like real estate prices and like stock market. But for crypto, it's not anytime soon. When you say anytime soon, I'm guessing you mean the next week to month. I don't think so. But I'm okay with that. We've got DeFi pools, we've got our HODL portfolio, and we're trading for fun on the side. So for me, that's absolutely okay. Look at the fucking prices, boys. Now we are in profit. Patience. Issue is we're way oversold now. So all you need, one green candle, $5 up. Again, we're going to lose a little bit with fees here. But, we'll take gross profit maybe on this challenge. But there you go. Just to show you, man, like on worst time zones, do you wait long enough, $60, you're only -1. I just need to learn how to trade properly. Yeah, me too. I'm in the game with you, bro. Like, I'm an expert in fucking hodling and fucking riding shit down. I'm an expert in making money and wasting money on supercars and stupid watches. But you can only do that once you make money. So I obviously know how to make money. I do not know how to trade. I know how to trade better than I did 2 weeks ago. And you will see me fucking transform as a trader because I pull up every single day. That's guaranteed because I cannot fail. My goal is to stay in the game, not to be the best trader and blow my account. If you have the mindset of just staying in the game, my goal is to keep playing. I'll trade for the next 30 years as long as I'm still alive. You can't beat me because my goal isn't to fucking beat you. My goal is to keep in the game, which means not to blow my full account. If you can just think about that, you take that analogy to the gym. My goal used to be the biggest. You know what happened? I fucking got sent to hospital. Fact check me on that. Literally did. Had a mini heart attack. Because I was taking all these fucking steroids and eating all this junk food to try and be the biggest. My goal in the gym is to just play the game. Think about that, how that changes. If my goal is, a lot of guys do online sales that we know, appointment setting. My goal isn't to make the most money. If I can just go to play the game the longest, we're not in the same league because I'm just going to keep playing and get better at my skill set. If that makes sense. So your goal might be to learn how to train properly, but just take the goal as just playing the game, showing up every single day, Monday to Friday, if you can. That's how you win at anything in life. My mum's texting me saying she can see me live on camera. Thank you. What else we got? Great response. That's aim, leave the job behind this year. Okay, good. Set out a plan. It can't just be that. It needs to be more than that. I'll tell you something. I've been a millionaire twice. Technically. I'm not a millionaire in crypto anymore. Technically, I still own my DeFi pools, but my hodl bag, I'm not a millionaire anymore. But obviously, I just bought a 200k car. I have a fucking 100k watch, give or take, 65. I've got fucking 200, 300k in the stock market. So I'm a millionaire again, right? I've been a millionaire properly twice. And to make the first million, it took so fucking long. And I just got there. My portfolio had a 950k at the peak of Celsius, and I had maybe like 60 to 70k, and not including like a shitty car, not like actual fucking shit. The second time, it didn't take nearly as long. Nearly as long. It's impossible for me now to not become a millionaire, but to go to zero because I'm diversified in stocks. I've got cash. You could even say I've got fucking 2 cars. I've technically got 3 cars. If you want to count that, fine. If you don't want to count that, fine. But I've diversified myself enough where worst case scenario, I might lose millionaire stats again, but I'm going to make it back so much more faster. People always say the first 100k is your hardest. We're not even talking about a millionaire. The first 100k is the hardest. You know why? Because once you get to 100k, it's so fucking hard to make anything work. You need fucking big wins. You need to stack up income. You need to save. It sucks. But once you get past that 100k, it's so much easier to make any sort of investment work because you don't need massive multipliers anymore. You can start diversifying where like 5% per year, 10% per year, 20% per year. If you're doing DeFi, 5% per month, it starts to do damage. But 10% per year on the S&P of $100 is fucking doing nothing. Zero things. But once you get 10% of 10 million, 1 million, 100k, you start to actually make some real fucking money. And that's the reality. So the goal is to make it first, okay? Take massive risk within raising if you're young. And then after that goal, what I didn't have in 2021, I didn't fucking understand how to protect it. I fucking leveraged my tits out in Celsius by giving them all my money to get fucking unrealistic returns, and I lost it all. So I knew how to make the money, but I didn't understand step 2, which is how to protect the money. So make the money, but then you have to protect it. Hi, Mum. Which I think is probably the most sound advice I could give you if you're on the come up right now, even if it's not a million, even if it's not 100k, even if it's 10k. Okay, take still massive risk and massive action because 10k is doing nothing right now in the world we live in. But if you've got 10k, you've done well enough. But once you get close up the ranks of the next 10k, the next fucking 6-figure brackets, you're crossing these boxes off. You need to learn how to diversify and protect your money. So important. So important. The best piece of advice I could give you, man. All right, we're now on nice little highs. I mean, $2 in profits, minus 42 here. We're really just waiting till we can kind of bridge this kind of fucking annoying gap here. Either break down, which would be bad, or we just kind of push above this and we go back here and we can eat tonight, which is obviously the goal. But we'll have to play it out a little bit longer. But we'll see. But there's no volume. That's the issue right now. There's no volume. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's aim Flare's utilities to help wrap and deflate XRP. Yeah, I knew it was by XRP. Appreciate you. Do you recommend a particular trading strategy? Well, I can tell you what trading strategy I'm doing. I choose to do one because I just choose to do something super simple and practice my craft, and then I'll eventually be the best I can be against me. Again, the best for me is staying in the game. So my strategy is, number one, I literally look at only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 assets, Bitcoin and 4 altcoins. Number two, I failed this one today, but I just thought I'd come on here. Had some fucking energy left over. I'm waiting to go and get food, etc. So I was like, I might as well stream, even though there's no volume. Like, none of my indicators are really flashing here. It's absolutely fine, but I just wanted to come on here. Number two is I usually only trade at 9:30 a.m. UTC -5, which is New York time, and that's because you get massive volume. Unlike right now, we're just seeing fucking chop. Like, nothing's happening. Nothing great is going to happen. To be honest, if you go back to 9:30 here on the exact opening, you just see massive stuff for a few hours, right? Right now, you're just going to see some chop. You might still get some more volume, but the volume you can see is dying. You're not really seeing these massive push-ups. You're just seeing, what we would call chop, right? Which is fine, but you're not going to, if you're trading on the minute, you're not going to see huge shit like this, okay? You're not going to see it. Which is fine, because we're just here to learn and have a little bit of a chat here. That's absolutely fine. But that's what I would say. That's two of my things. The next thing is obviously understand your leverage. I can't tell you what leverage to do. That's all up to personal preference. I would recommend not to use leverage, 3x, 5x maximum. If you're starting out, I know I'm starting out, but I'm a little bit different because I want to make these entertaining and as much as possible. And I would rather lose fast to learn fast, if that makes sense. I want to understand if something goes wrong, why it went wrong. That's worth more than a 50% flip and not understanding what the fuck happened. Okay? So when we lose both these trades here, I'm going to be like, yep, I shouldn't have streamed today because we weren't at 9:30. I broke one of my rules, right? But I understand that before I'm getting in if it goes bad. So there's that. The next thing is two indicators. I use the stock RSI and I use the GG indicator, which you guys can use. Again, look at this big fucking candle. Hold on. I had that box drawn. Where was that box drawn? $32. We've completed the challenge, and I'm done. $20 plus 10. We're fucking done it. Oh my God. I wish I had recorded that. I've cashed out there way too early. Way too early. Oh, I need to get back to that question. Hold up. There's so many fucking people texting me. I've just cashed out that way too early, but I just had to do it for the video. I just had to, bro. I've just had to. Let me see where that's Solana. Oh my God, it fucking went. It went. Now, to be clear, before I come back and answer these questions. Oh, we're still fucking recording. I'm making a little vlog here, so hopefully you don't mind. I've only got 8% left, but chat, you can agree that I've just made $20 on those two trades. I'll go, there's a little bit of fees there to play, but you get the point. We had 10. We smashed 20. We can now afford, so we can cook there behind us. I'm going to get to chat in a second, don't worry. We bought Solana. Okay, we ripped that for $30. We lost 10 on Ethereum, but that would net 20, minus the fees, of course, plus 10. We have completed the challenge. We can finally eat food, and we've been done with the trades. We will probably do some more trades, but that was just such an interesting thing, as you can probably imagine. We went from here. We were in some chop. I was just talking about the best indicators, etc., and I was about to get to the point there. And then what happened? Solana just went, our indicator flashed, and we just ripped out a massive trade. Goodbye for the vlog. Let's get back to the most important part. There's probably so many chats thinking, what the fuck's he talking about? That was interesting. It just shows you how fast cryptocurrency can change, and it's not even that fast. The last thing I was saying to answer that question, we'll probably put some more trades on, but we've just completed the goal. Yeah, so indicators, we talked about time frame, we talked about the coins we like, we talked about we only do this on minutely. At least for me, this is just what I do. You don't have to do this, but it's just what I do. When we're oversold in here, we'll go long. Just keep this super simple. On the RSI, you can just go in indicators, you can type in statistic RSI. The reason I use the statistic rather than the RSI is this is more accurate on shorter time frame. If you're trading on longer time frames, maybe just use the RSI. And the GG indicator, which you can get for free in our Discord group. Looks like somebody's just joined there. Bobby will get him added. It's completely free. There's no $10,000 upsell course, fucking $50 a month thing. I'll be honest. You probably already know I'm already rich. I don't need any more money. I just want to fucking do this for fun. And I would rather have a massive trading group. And also, tomorrow, me and Bobby are going live every single month. Okay? Every single month, we're going live. If you're in here, you don't even have to use the GG indicator. If you're just in here, but obviously we won't use the GG indicator because we made it for people to test, for us to also get feedback, which also helps me and also helps you to make this GG indicator even better. So whether you win or lose in our group, you can't hate me because I never charge you $1. And I never will charge you $1. At least right now. If I go broke, maybe. But I've put myself in a situation that we talked about before with protecting your assets where that really shouldn't happen. It would really be impossible for that to happen. Stock market would have to crash. Cryptocurrency would have to crash. Bank accounts would have to get seized. Lamborghini would have to, even if it crashed, I get the money back because I'm insured. Lamborghini would just have to, I don't know. The watch would, my watch is insured as well. So like it's impossible for me to go broke. I can lose a lot of money per day with cryptocurrency and stocks. But again, hopefully you get the point. Let's go back to the chat. That's a job for utility. Do you recommend? Yeah, I'm doing more of these live videos. I've missed a couple of days. I was flying back, and obviously it was Christmas, and even on fucking Christmas, I almost pulled up, but there were so many people at my house. I did trade yesterday though, so you got to give me respect for that. I will do these videos as much as possible. It's just the time zone right now, and I'm back in the studio. There, by the way, there's a confirmation of a short there. Look at that, called the top there. You could have been in a short. So that's the strategy I use. Yeah, so I will do more of these videos, and again, you can check. I am probably the most consistent motherfucker, excuse my French, that you'll ever see. Let's have a look. Since we started trading, 2 weeks, 13 days, 12 days, 12 days. There's 2 streams in one day, by the way. 11 days, 10 days. You get the point. We're every single day when we can. So yes, I will do these as much as possible. Because I fucking really enjoy it. But it's not only because I really enjoy it, by the way. I do it because I understand if I do it, the more times I do it, e.g. the more times I go to the gym, the more time I fucking do anything, the faster it will be for me to get success. So it's selfishly, but you obviously get to be entertained as well and follow along. Not that you should copy my trades. If you do and you lose money, that's on your fault. That's not what this is about. You should get educated, keep yourself accountable, and maybe you're trading different assets alongside me. That's the fucking goal, but it's just to do it. I have this audience on YouTube. Even if I didn't have anybody in this chat, I would still fucking do it because it would prove to me that I would have to do it. That's why I'm doing it, so I can get better, because I'm here to make fucking real money in 6 months. I'm not making any money in the first 6 months. We've all been there. The guys that, when I started these live streams, we all know that. But in 6 months, I'm going to be a lot better than I am today. I'm already winning a lot of trades, by the way. I'm just cashing out too early, but it's more for fun. Next. Ooh. Been at it for a few months, liquidated a few times, but still at it. Okay, so why did you get liquidated? That's what I would ask yourself. What happened? Was it too much leverage? Was it, well, it had to be too much leverage, I'm guessing. Was it the indicator didn't flash? Like, what happened? Learn from that and go again. The good thing is you said you're still at it. Again, the goal is to keep playing the game. That's the goal. You should never, ever, ever have the question of, like, what do I do now? Should I give up? The goal is to keep playing the game. Even if you wipe out your full account, next month pay, whatever you're doing in your life, you've got money coming in somewhere. Next month's paycheck, boom, you're back in the game. You can never lose. The goal with anything in life is to have unlimited spins. And what that means is you pull up to the casino, and that doesn't mean this is a casino. Again, we take this back to the gym. It's the easy analogy I can give. You can always get a six-pack. You might not get it this month. You might not get it the next month. If your goal is to keep playing the game, you're going to get that six-pack eventually. If your goal is to hit a 10K account, if you're from 1K, going to hit it eventually. If you keep spinning, that's the point. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm doing good. Abe, did you change your name? Hi, Mum. The worst competition is competition with yourself. Second is other people. All have faiths. GG. Hi, do you think HBAR is going great places in 2026? I hope so, because I have a lot of money in it. How old is Jake? How old do you think? Hey, great advice. That's my next step. Protection and growth. Make the money first, massive risk within reason, and then protect your assets like everybody's trying to steal it. Okay, because that's what happened to me, whether I like to admit it or not. Alex Mashinsky and Celsius, they stole my assets. Whether they did good, whether they did bad, doesn't fucking matter, but it's my fault. And if you can have that mentality of it is your fault. It's my fault if I go out in the street and somebody steals this watch. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's not his fault. It's not bad luck. It's not me crying and fucking saying, fuck's sake. It took me a long time to understand how to fucking understand that shit. It's my fault. It's my fault if this laptop dies because I didn't charge it. That's my fault. It's not fucking anybody's fault. I can't complain, right? It's my fault. And if you can have that mentality, it's just nice. It really is. Do you think Brett can hit new all-time high in the next year? I fucking hope so, because I'm now unprofitable on that coin. Although I'm still technically up with the liquidity pool, but as my hodl bag, I'm unprofitable. No. There you go. $50 fee. Yes, sir. My brother, you did it, lol. Congrats. Dinner tonight with the fees. There's always somebody there talking about the fees. If you woke up tomorrow and had $500 in your account, what would you do? What would I do? That's interesting. Why is this guy always talking about the fees? Bro, if you're going to talk about the fees all the time, we already know. Just nobody likes guys who are like, oh, but what about this? Oh, but what about this? Bro, nobody likes that. Bro, nobody likes that. We're here for fun. Like, fuck, bro. It's always these guys. And these are the guys that fucking just are absolute losers. I love you, though. I actually fucking love you. But, like, I can see your comment, bro. Like, we see it. It's not the point. The goal is to just put on trades every single day and have a laugh. You don't understand my goal in the game is to keep on playing. I don't need somebody telling me about the fucking fees. I get it, bro. Like, it doesn't matter. The goal is to entertain you guys and answer you some questions, but also tick another box off of my trading journal. I was here. I pulled up. How can I prove I pulled up? Boom, there's a YouTube video. Can't say I wasn't here. I'm joking. I'm not joking, but I love you. But, like, you always comment this shit about the fees. Stop talking about the fees, bro. Like, it's just fucking stupid as fuck. If you woke up tomorrow and had $500 in your account, do you mean bank account? Okay, this is a great question because I have been so many times at the $500 level. Let me teach you something. And this wasn't my analogy until I realized I wasn't the only one living this life. So everybody has a threshold of comfortable and uncomfortable. Okay? I don't know what your threshold is, but I would like you guys, for the 40 guys that are here, I would like you guys to do this on a piece of paper on your phone and your notes pad. If you can do this, it's going to change 2026. This might be more valuable than any fucking video I've ever made about cryptocurrency. I can only tell you how many times I think the market's going to go up. That's not going to help you, bro. And that's why I stopped to do news videos and like kind of changed the niche to just doing something I like to do. So everybody has this scale, okay? We just lost one guy because I've told him to bring out his notepad, and he's not going to succeed in 2026. If we see more people drop from the chat, you're not going to fucking make it. Just stay around for this, I promise you. Everybody has this scale where they're comfortable or they're in massive fear or massive action. Okay? Boom, the chat just went up to 7. You need to lock in. It's lock-in time. Yeah, because I changed the niche. All I'm talking about is trading right now. And again, I'm rich enough where it doesn't fucking matter. I'm not a views tuber. I was rich before I started YouTube. That's the difference for me. I built up a great fucking channel talking about news, and I was like, fuck this shit. I don't want to play the fucking AdSense, fucking selling courses anymore. I was already rich before I got in crypto. I don't need to play this game. And that's why I can do this. Everybody else that you watch that needs views, they're not built like me. And that's no disrespect to them. It's like they came to be YouTubers. I didn't come to be a YouTuber. I came to document my journey of what I already achieved in the real world. That's the difference. I didn't get rich off YouTube. YouTube definitely made me money, but I was already rich way before YouTube. That's the difference. And that's no disrespect. I understand the YouTube game, but like that's the difference. I can change niche and like lose 99% of my audience because I went from a hodl community to a trading community. They don't fucking like each other, and I can lose all my viewership and still fucking buy a Lamborghini in cash 3 days ago. It doesn't change. That's not the point. I'm about to drop the knowledge. That guy was really annoying me about the fee. Well, he's done. So here's the knowledge. I want you guys to write this at home. So mine was literally this guy's question, $500. And you'll understand where I'm going for. Okay? Everybody has something in their account right now. Okay? So I want you guys to not comment in chat. How much is in your bank account, and does it make you feel good, or does it make you feel scarcity? Okay? And there's no right or wrong answer there. I'm going to tell you exactly. When I used to work in Domino's and Spar, that was my first two kind of jobs, right? My first two kind of jobs, and then I scaled up, e.g. I left my hometown and went to Glasgow, where I'm right now. And I was working a personal training job, and I was a sales guy at the same gym, right? I kind of swapped. My okay was like, I'm okay, was 500. It was £500, but we're going to make it $500. Okay? So every time I would get paid, right, at the end of the month, let's just say this was like 2,000. Okay? This was 2K. Okay? This was 500. Okay? You'll get where I'm going here. It's very important. And once you can understand this, I want you guys to really bring this into your own kind of mentality, because that's what that guy asked. What would you do if you had $500? I've been at $500 so many fucking times in my life. Like, so many times. More than I've had fucking breakfasts. So many times 500 was the number. And this would be, I don't know, 100, not zero. I've been zero. I've been negative in overdrafts. But this would maybe be 100, right? I don't want to make it zero. You understand why. So as you go through your life, you're kind of like, okay, you have a night out, okay, and you like, maybe you buy some trainers and you're like at $200. And that's going to make you fucking very fucking worried, right? Because once you get to this level, everybody has a number. Well, that's what I'm saying right now. My number's changed massively because I've made a lot of money. I don't even have a number anymore. In fact, I do, but I don't want to tell you because it'll piss you off, right? It's so high right now because I've done the work in the real world where these numbers change. And you've probably noticed as well, as you've grown older and maybe you've made more money or whatever, these numbers have went up or they went down. They should be going up. But if I would get to like $100, I would be in this scarcity mindset. And what would always happen was I would start to save money. I wouldn't go out anymore. And I would get back towards that 500. Maybe I would push to like 1,000, right? I wouldn't spend as much. I would start to get paid weekly, etc., make some commissions at my job. And when I would get to 2K, I'd be so fucking happy, right? And then I would always blow it. I always blow it. And the point I'm trying to make here, and I'll get back to that guy's question, you all have numbers that can completely change. Anything can happen in your life. But most people live their life like this. And I still live this life like this as well. But the numbers are so fucking massive right now that I don't even want to talk about them because they're going to be unrealistic. And there's no point me telling you them. But I'm talking about when I was like starting out, to this guy's question. And the point I'm trying to make is like, you need to be in mad scarcity all the time. But the problem with most people when they get mad scarcity and they hit their number at the top, it might be 2,000, it might be 5,000. For me, it was 2,000, right? It's like you start to spend stuff, you start to take your foot off the gas, you start to just, you start to do stuff that you wouldn't normally do. You're the same person, but whatever number is your number, it can completely change your actions. Here, you're going out. Okay, you're buying new trainers. You're fucking going out on a date that you don't even know this girl, right? Here, you're fucking scrimping away, fucking eating beans and rice. Okay? And 500 for me was like my comfortable level where it'd be like, okay, I'm chilling. But I was like $100 away from being at 400 where I would completely be in fucking scarcity mindset. And the question, and I think that's funny, and you guys should have this written down because what you want to do eventually is get these numbers way higher. And the annoying thing about life is like, let's just say this was at 200K and this was at 50,000 and this was at 10,000. Nothing changes. But you can look back like we're doing right now, and this is kind of waking up me a little bit and thinking, okay, we've came a long way. I still feel the same when I hit these certain numbers. I kind of do this with my cryptocurrency portfolio. That's why I told you at the start. If we get to 550, 600, that's my level down here. We're talking about income in your bank, but it's the same thing for cryptocurrency portfolio. Massive numbers compared to what we are, but it's just funny, the richer, the more well you do, your mindset doesn't really change. It's hard. I've never really broken that cycle. I still have that struggle today, but I'm okay with that, knowing that I won't go broke. So what would I do with $500? I wouldn't buy crypto, to be honest. I wouldn't trade. I would go and get a fucking job, young man or old man. I would maybe get an online sales job where I'm closing for people like me or Parker that sells high-ticket products. I would maybe spend that on some mentorship. Not mine, because, again, I don't want to teach you guys anything. We're doing trading here for free. There's nothing I can sell you with $500, nor would I want to. I would get a job, save income. Again, we talked about this before. The first 100K is your hardest. You're so far away from 100K, but that's okay because you have nothing to lose. $500. As long as you're not sleeping outside, you have food on the table. I don't know how old you are. Hopefully you have something on the side. But I would find a high income skill. Here's the reality. I used to sell gym memberships, right? Here's the rationale saying this. I used to sell £20, it's actually probably less, memberships for the gym. I know people right now selling $10,000 products. Okay. The difference was, okay, I could be the best salesman. And maybe I was the best salesman at the gym. This guy could be the worst salesman ever. He'll beat me every single time because he has more margin. He has a better fucking vehicle. I can sell so many memberships, be fucking on ball. He can sell fucking one and beat me in a month because I'll never hit 10K. Never, never, never. If he makes a 10%, 15% commission, I'll never hit that in commission if I'm the best salesman. Fucking boom, 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 boom. I'll never make it. Never make it. And when he has a good month, he makes 50. He'll make fucking 6.5K commission, 10, whatever. I'll never fucking beat him. So I would get a sales job, but in the right vehicle with your own high margins. That's all you can do. Or start a business, but you're probably going to have to start something where you don't need to invest money. And there's a lot of things you could do. I did dropshipping, but I had more than that when I started out. Dropshipping is a different game right now. You really need to build a brand. You're going to need more than $500. But you're still on YouTube. If that was the case, why? I forgot what I was talking about here. Why not trade if you have the dollars? I do it because it's fun to talk to an audience. I don't want to be the guy. Imagine I cover the camera and I'm just by myself. I like to speak. It's fun. So that's why I do it. And also it keeps me accountable. Like I'm not trading right now. I've just done the 2 trades. We've completed the challenge. But I wouldn't have normally traded today if I didn't want to make a YouTube video. So like, even though I've done a silly little YouTube video here, hopefully you guys got some value. As well with the sauce we just went over, I wouldn't normally trade today. But the fact that I have a YouTube channel, and even if just 10 people show up, even if 1 people show up, even if nobody shows up, I still get to tick another day that I can say I've traded, which will ultimately make me, even if I go to the gym and just do 1 bicep curl, it's not ideal, it's not optimal, I could definitely do more, but it's still another rep in the gym towards staying in the game. So that's what you guys need to understand. A lot of you guys don't understand that. A lot of you guys have always got, what about this? You're still doing YouTube. You got rich from YouTube. You don't understand the game. The goal is to keep on playing. And when you can understand that, you can start to reflect on yourself, on what you should do. Nobody can tell me what I can do. You're too late for me. I'm already gone. I've already done everything I want to do. This is just for fun now. You need to understand how you can maybe look at somebody else, whether you like him, whether you hate them, and how can I take a little bit of a nugget. I used to watch people on Instagram back when I was in that gym job, and I used to get so pissed off. Porsche GTR3, G-Wagon. I was like, fuck these guys. It was only till I started to understand that what are these guys doing that I'm not doing, that I can just take. Whether I like the guy, whether he is fucking too cocky, whether his ego's too... He's doing something right. He lives in Dubai. He has a fucking GTR3. It's more than my fucking mum's house. How? And once I understood, I could take a nugget from him instead of hating. You commenting that right now, you're always going to be in that space unless you can take something from the game and implement in your own life. There's nothing nobody can say. My skin is so thick. It's going to get some haters. Parky gets haters. We all get haters. But there's nothing nobody can say to me that can affect me because I can just go, what color is your Lamborghini Urus? I tried to step with a straight face. There's nothing nobody can say. It's been said. I've achieved all the goals. I bought my brother a car. I bought my ex-girlfriend a car. I just bought myself a car. I'm going to buy my mum a car very soon, all in cash. And it's not about the money. It's about just doing something that nobody fucking believed in you that was possible. And you fucking did it. And I did it. And I want you to do it. But you're not going to do it by saying, what about posting on YouTube? I thought you got rich without YouTube. It doesn't matter how I got the money. And here's the other thing. It doesn't matter how you got the muscles. It doesn't matter how you got the money. The fact that you got it, it doesn't fucking matter. I don't care if... I would care. I don't care if you went and robbed a fucking bank and left $1 million and never got caught. Unethical, be ethical. But it doesn't matter how you got the $1 million. You got $1 million tax-free. Good for you. I don't actually care. Obviously, do it ethical. But it wouldn't fucking matter. You have $1 million tax-free. That's the game. But somebody will always say, well, that wasn't ethical. Work at your 9 to 5. You're right. Find something in the happy medium. Big ups from Kirkcaldy. Yes, sir. My friend knows that place very, very well. I'm waiting on a $1 crow to be comfortable. You might be waiting a long time. Blind leading the blind. Bro round tripping his bags like the rest of us, talking like he made it. Again, these comments, you're watching me, like, there's nothing you can say. Again, my trading community is free. You can't say I'm selling a trading community because it's free. You can go and say that to anybody else, but you can't say it to me, brother, and you can't hurt my feelings. Everybody knows his color. Again, bro, I've already made it. You gotta stop hating on me. It's not gonna help you, man. But if that makes you feel better, yeah. And I'm not a Gen Z, I don't think, anymore. So I appreciate you thinking I'm younger than I am. But yeah. What's your primary source of income? DeFi pools. DeFi pools pay for my Lamborghini, plus some other stuff. But my primary source is DeFi income pools. It's definitely not a free trading community. It's definitely not YouTube ad revenue. You got to start doing the maths and understanding the funnels of people. And nobody understands this. Like, if I was to ask you, how did I make my money from the start? It'd be pretty obvious. You go back and literally just type in Jake Gordon dropshipping, see all the free videos I used to make when I was scaling scores, when nobody was watching, to $100,000 profit per month. Like, you can't call me a fake guru. You got to give me that. Because even when I win at trading in 6 months, 1 year, there'll still be somebody say, why did he post on YouTube? Like, it's impossible for anybody to say that about me because it's just not true. And even if it was true, we go back to that bank robber, who fucking cares? Nobody should scam people, but even guys on YouTube that literally sell garbage, even though I wouldn't call it a scam, they trade, or like, again, we don't fucking sell anything with trading. But let's just say somebody was talking about trading, he never traded, and let's just say he became a millionaire selling a course. I would say, fuck that guy, he's a scammer. But again, hopefully you understand. All these guys renting supercars for IG Reels. Your point is worth less. Again, it's not rented, bro. Like, and if it was fucking financed, I would fucking rather have financed it. I've never had credit in my life. Your port is worth less than $1 million and you have 200k Lambo. Fishy. Maybe I sold the portfolio to buy the Lamborghini, but you're too slow, bro, because I can always fact check you. Where did I sell it? If you go and watch my previous videos, still 4.5 Bitcoin, maybe the prices of the assets have went down. Fucking, bro, people are so retarded. People are so retarded. But we love it because eventually these guys will start to understand that they have problems. And there's nothing they can say to me by saying I sold my portfolio to buy a 200k Lambo. There's just, even if that was true, you don't think I would tell you? I tell everybody everything. Everything. I wish I sold the portfolio to buy the Lambo at the peak because I would have fucking 2 Lamborghinis because I'm down 500k. What YouTuber tells you they're 500k down on paper on a live stream? None of them. They all tell you what altcoin to buy next. Respect your work, mate. I appreciate you. I appreciate what you and Parker do and share. Yeah, see, we love you guys. What do you consider the new dropshipping considering how the game has changed? You can't really dropship anymore. Not to say that you can't. It's just so, like, I got rich off Google Ads and ecom, right? Which was you buy a microphone. This is part of a DJI, right? You buy a microphone, and everybody does this, but just nobody fucking understands it. You do this right now when you go on Amazon. It's the same thing on Amazon. It's called Amazon FBA, but you don't understand the game. So hopefully you're going to learn something here. Let's say I wanted to sell this DJI. I wouldn't be able to sell DJI dropshipping, but you get the point. I would maybe make a custom brand of this, right? Let's say I bought this on AliExpress, and this is how much it's changed, because you laugh at this right now if you know the game. But you might look at this and say, that's still fucking possible. It is still possible, but I promise you it's changed. I could buy this for 10. I could sell it on my website for 30. I could spend $10 on ads. I'll be left with 10 margin. Issue is, it's so competitive right now, and competitive is good, but margins are tight. Delivery times, customers need the fucking products tomorrow. You need to do the way where you need, and it's a full fucking long hour conversation I can give you in this because I've been in that game for so long. You need to brand this product, man. You need to bulk buy this product. The issue with that is you don't know if you can sell it. Why dropshipping was so good is you can never own the product. If I'm selling this for 30, I can keep spending $30 on ads without having to waste so much money to bulk buy this product if I was selling this. If I can't sell it, I can't sell it. Nowadays, if I want to get the product so fast to them, there's ways around it, by the way, but it's just so hard to explain in the new meta of ecom. I would need to bulk buy this, maybe 500 units, it might be a couple grand out the game, and then I can't sell them, and then I'm left with a fucking couple of thousand mics, 500 mics. The old way was nice. You drop ship, you test a bunch of products, you have a massive website, you never needed to have any products. You find winners, and then you start to scale the winners and cut the losses without wasting any money just on the ad products. Nowadays, you really need to bulk buy. That's what I mean. Google Ads is obviously more, I want to say restricted. We only run Google Ads, right? You can run it on Meta, etc., but Google Ads was like the GOAT. Somebody types in a product like mic, whatever product, caffeine pills, vitamin D3. It's very buyer intent. I don't need to stop you. If you've already typed that in, you're interested in buying my product. On Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, I have to get your attention because you're on there to socialize. On Google, it's buyer intent. If you type in vitamin D3 pills or microphone to buy for laptop, you're probably in a buying mood, if that makes sense. And I understood that at a very, very young age, and I was like, fuck, I'm going to fucking scale so fast here. And that's how I made my first million. But then I lost it. But then I did it again. So nowadays, you need to sell a decent amount of money, a couple grand to start compared to zero before. And it's a different game. It's a total different game. I could do it again. SEO is slow. You could, but I like ads. If I can spend $1 and make $3, all I need to do is spend fucking 1,000 and make $3, spend fucking 100 and make $3, and that's what we did. SEO is slow, but you could definitely do it. And you could definitely do both of them. But we were Google shopping ads. So if you go on right now and you just type in smartwatch, for example, let's do this right now. It'll be interesting. Smartwatch. I used to sell a lot of smartwatches. For example, one of these would be my stores if I was still running it, right? And if you type in smartwatch, you'd be more a little bit buyer intent. You would maybe type in a specific type of smartwatch. Like I used to sell a lot of fitness smartwatches. And if I know how to run ads, right? Put it this way, I was competing with like Garmin and what's the other shop? I forgot the other shop. Argos. Argos is a big UK store, if you guys know it. I was fucking outranking these guys selling my smartwatch. And that's what we used to do. So, just stuff like this. Obviously, John Lewis, these are big brands, right? You had to find a way you can compete with these guys. It was tough. But it can still be done. Don't get me wrong. So that's what I was doing. If I could spend $1 and make $3, all I had to do was fucking spend more money and get the same ROI. And it was just a money printer. There was nothing else to do bar from fulfill the products, which is the issue now with dropshipping today. If your product takes a week, 5 days, it's too fucking long for a customer. For most guys, you can get away with a good customer service. If your products are taking 2 weeks, 4 weeks, you're fucked. You're absolutely screwed. Do you do wide ranges on pills? It depends on my goals and how much money I have in the pills. And yeah, completely depends. Asset to asset, just depends. Makes sense. Appreciate you. Yeah. All right, boys. We've completed the challenge. I've talked a lot about business, etc. Hopefully you appreciate that. If you want to join Discord, you can. Again, 2 trades were done. Missed so many more trades, but it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm going to now enjoy my chicken and rice that we've achieved. God bless. I'll see you guys in